Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Ashley Andropoku, and I am the Manager of Student Services over at the Boston campus. Welcome to the Summer 2021 Virtual Summer Orientation. First, our agenda for today. We will speak about the summer program dates, the daily schedule, academic overview. We'll move into materials and technology, mental health supports, student engagement expectations, and then end with family engagement, paperwork, and follow-up. The summer program dates for students that will be synchronous are Tuesday, July 6th to Friday, August 13th. The daily schedule for Monday to Thursday, we are together for just under 4 hours Monday to Thursday. Teachers will stay online for snack and lunch breaks, and students are welcome to stick around too. We will host community meetings on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, electives on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. During independent work time, students can complete the day's assignments on their own or join their teacher for additional support in their office hours room. The daily schedule for Friday. On Friday, we're together for 2.5 hours. Academic classes will not take place, giving students a chance to recoup and have bonding time with their peers and teaching fellows. Advisory will happen every single day in the morning. Teachers will start with a quick check-in and then facilitate a Strong Links lesson. This summer, Strong Links are going to focus on helping students build connections with one another, also helping students to gain assertiveness, social awareness, emotion regulation, and self-awareness. Electives taking place Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. You can see a sample of the electives we are offering this summer on the slide. On the first day of programming, we'll ask students to sign up for an elective of their choice. Community meetings will happen Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and they will consist of community novel challenges and spirit checks. For community meeting this summer, we'll always begin with an interactive game for students on our community novel. Later in this presentation, I will discuss the book that we have chosen this summer. Then we will move on to Spirit Sticks. Spirit Sticks allow us to hold students accountable for our community values, which are community membership, effective communication, persistence, and creative problem solving. We will have Special Fridays every Friday. The first 2 weeks of Special Fridays will focus on students making connections with their peers and advisors. Week 3 and week 4 will focus on engaging students in math and college readiness with interactive activities. Week 5 will be our field day. Similar to our student orientation, it will be in person, and please wait for more information on this later in the summer. And week 6 will be our culminating event. Students who have opted into our asynchronous summer program will do self-paced lessons in ELA and STEM. ELA will have a 12-lesson reading and writing unit. STEM will have a 12-lesson engineering unit about solar energy and power. Students will have check-ins with a breakthrough staff member and will have access to an instructional coach if they need help with academic content. The 2 platforms we're utilizing this summer are Zoom and Nearpod. Each week, students' advisors will share a schedule with them that has Zoom links for the week and the passwords. Zoom will let us see their beautiful faces. In their Zoom classes, their teachers will share a link to the Nearpod lesson. They do not need a Nearpod account. Nearpod is like Google Slides, but will let us do different interactive activities and make learning more fun. Academic overview for ELA 7th and 8th grade. The theme for 7th and 8th grade students this year is discovering intersectionality. The book they'll be reading is Black Enough. Black Enough is a collection of personal essays from some of Hawaii's most notable Black authors. It offers a variety of stories that allow students to explore identity and intersectionality through different authors' perspectives and writing styles. Each essay addresses different relevant topics, including family dynamics, and individuality. Academic overview, 9th grade ELA. The theme for 9th graders this year is identity and activism, which is inspired by the book you see here, Love is a Revolution. Love is a Revolution is a coming-of-age story about a teenage girl grappling with self-love, identity, activism, and community involvement. In our 6 weeks together, students will think about themselves, their own identities, and the identities of others, answer questions like what influences the way that I view myself and others in light of my own identity and role in social justice, discuss the different ways that identity, intersectionality, and personal narrative relate to their experience in the world today, produce writing and other creative representations of their personal identities. For the final product, students will produce a personal narrative to share with the rest of the Breakthrough community. Academic overview, 7th grade math. Students will be learning expressions, equations, and ratios and proportional relationships. Academic overview, 8th grade math. Students will learn 2-step equations and expressions, 2-step inequalities, and introduction to functions. Academic overview, 9th grade math, Algebra 1 honors readiness. Students will learn multi-step expressions and equations, reasoning with equations, and functions. Leadership Academy is an opportunity for our rising 9th grade students to be mentors within our summer community. Students will end the summer with a capstone project and reflections. The capstone project is a 3 to 5 minute video students will make to their future selves and will be shown back to them at their breakthrough high school graduation. The end of summer reflection involves students to pick spirit checks that they did well in and ones they need to grow in, and then decide to write either a poem or paragraph about both. Rising 9th graders who participate in our asynchronous lesson will receive a $125 scholarship. Rising 9th graders who actively participate in our synchronous Leadership Academy will receive a $500 scholarship at the end of programming. This will vary for Cambridge students enrolled in the Mayor's Summer Youth Employment Program. These students will be paid directly through the City of Cambridge and will be receiving checks bi-weekly instead of all at once. Contact info for who to reach out to about Leadership Academy will be at the end of this presentation. Every year we choose a community novel and everyone has to read it. Our TFs, students, and our staff. We always pick a novel we feel students can relate to. This year we've chosen Other Words from Home. Other Words from Home follows Jude, a young immigrant as she navigates her life in Cincinnati with her mother and relatives after leaving Syria. At first, everything in America seems too fast and too loud. Jude does not feel the American movie she's watched back home has prepared her for the life she's living now. As she's figuring out her identity as a budding teen, she's also grappling with how her religion and culture are viewed to her American peers. This is a list of materials that we will be sending out to students. We'll be sending a box of materials to your house at the end of June. Please make sure you complete the pre-summer survey to make sure we have the most up-to-date mailing address for you all. Technology. All students will need a laptop or Chromebook and a reliable internet connection to participate in classes and activities this summer. If your student needs a laptop, Chromebook, or a hotspot, please reach out to your campus director immediately after orientation to make a plan. Contact info for campus directors will be given at the end of this presentation. Mental health supports. Your child's mental health matters to us, and we want to make sure we're supporting them emotionally as much as we do academically. Each campus will have a summer counselor. That summer counselor will provide one-on-one online sessions, outside agency referrals, quick check-ins, and on-call support. Along with this, students will be doing advisory. Students in advisory will be working on strong links aimed to help them develop assertiveness, social awareness, emotional regulation, and self-awareness. Student engagement, Zoom, and Nearpod expectations. We expect students to log in on time and be prepared with necessary materials, to use their real names when they're on camera, to keep their video on, to use either a breakthrough background or no background at all, to keep their microphone on mute if they are not speaking, and to use the chat to ask relevant questions or respond to others' comments. Family engagement. For weeks 1, 3, and 5, families will be getting text message updates. For weeks 2, 4, and 6, families will be getting phone call check-ins. And on August 9th, the week of August 9th, family will be receiving family surveys. For paperwork this year, we're going completely virtual. You will be sent a link by your campus director and fill it out that way. If you did not receive a link yet, please reach out to your campus director after this orientation session. Where to go for additional information. For technology needs or information specific to your campus, please reach out to your campus director. For Boston, that would be Ashiandra. For Cambridge, that would be Mia. For Somerville, it's going to be Gabby. Where to go for additional information continue. For questions about Leadership Academy, please reach out to. For Boston, it will be Ashley. For Cambridge, it will be Ami. For Somerville, it will be Jenny. Please keep in mind that all of the information in these slides applies across all 3 campuses. Thank you so much for joining us for the orientation. Hope to see your students soon. Bye.